on, dudes? It is David here. We're back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we shall be discussing the Kansas City Chiefs. And what I wanted to be particularly talking about today is going to be Patrick Mahomes. Because it seems like Patrick Mahomes is really the one that's disguising just how bad the Kansas City Chiefs really are. I mean, you saw how the season collapsed and how Patrick Mahomes was even playing during the regular season before he got hurt with the ACL injury. And once the ACL injury, they basically just gave all up hope, was basically a reset. And I think one of the biggest reasons as to why the Kansas City Chiefs are just as bad without Patrick Mahomes is particularly one. Well, there's a couple of things that are gonna like particular into this case, but I think the biggest point we need to look at is Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce in the past two seasons for the Kansas City Chiefs, towards the end of like the previous season, Travis Kelce was basically underperforming in most of these games. And then when it came to this season, like he would have his moments where he would absolutely shine, but besides that, it would just not be very, very good. And now the season was basically, like a will Travis Kelce retire? Will he come back? And he ended up coming back. And with Patrick Mahomes coming back off an ACL injury, he probably won't even be starting the season. It's going to be a rough stretch for Kansas City. But not only that, Kansas City's division has gotten a lot tougher. Like the Raiders just got a new head coach. They're going to be having Fernando Mendoza as quarterback. The Denver Broncos are just going to be very strong with Sean Payton and that. And then when it comes to the Chargers and Jim Harbaugh, is going to be looking very strong when it comes to this season. So it's going to be real tough for Kansas City. Like, I feel like Kansas City got their championships when they did, and their championship windows probably particularly closing on the end. And another reason why I gotta say Patrick Mahomes is making, even though Patrick Mahomes is kind of part of the problem of why the Kansas City Chiefs is so bad, Patrick Mahomes is that just damn good that he can pull this Kansas City Chiefs team to a win without him even trying to. And another reason why I wanted to say Kansas City is not really particularly bad, they need to fix their offensive holding problems. The Kansas City Chiefs were definitely one of the most teams when it comes to offensive holding calls. A lot of that coming from Jawan Taylor, who is now currently on the Atlanta Falcons, and it just particularly needs to be solved in this case. But if there's any reason I believe Kansas City, particularly and Patrick Mahomes, can solve this, it's going to be particularly Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes themselves. Besides that, I don't really expect Travis Kelce to perform this year. I really don't. If he was basically performing inconsistent, and then they also had to deal with the whole situation with Rasheed Rice. I believe I'm forgetting the guy from Texas. He was a very good standout that's looking good, and I think Noah Gray is going to be a very good backup tight end that could possibly take over for Travis Kelce in that general standpoint. But I can't even lie to you guys. The Kansas City Chiefs have just slowly been starting to look a lot worse, and I think a lot of people are starting to realize now how bad the Kansas City Chiefs can be without their star quarterback, and it's going to be a real big showing when the NFL season starts. If Patrick Mahomes is not ready and not healthy, if the Kansas City Chiefs can perform, then I will shut the hell up. If they don't, then I feel like I'll be writing the statement that's right in the statement that says Kansas City Chiefs are just not as good as they are without Patrick Mahomes. And it really goes to show you that towards the end of last season, when they had, I don't even remember the quarterback that they had, like as the backup that was playing, but you just saw how bad the team was performing. Not even Travis Kelce was performing that very well towards the end of the season. So it just goes to show you that Patrick Mahomes is really just exposing how bad the Kansas City Chiefs are in general.